What's up, times three? It's Vaughn, the Serious Star, Serious V, the self-help sensei, coming to you live from the airwaves, back like I never left. Hopefully everybody is staying cool on this 90 something degree day. It's hot as a mother F out there. So today is a what if episode. What if episode 3? We at 3 right now. I'm gonna try to keep pumping these videos out, you know what I'm saying? Just as the days go by, I do whatever I gotta do, and then, you know what I'm saying, I always prepare for one of these. Now, today's what if episode is the future of housing and coastal living. Now you like, Vaughn, what the hell is you talking about coastal living? Like, what are you talking about, this future of housing and all that stuff like that? Like, alright, let me work my magic on you real quick, you feel me? So, you ever come across like hotel resorts and stuff like that got like they little structures built right off into the water area? You go onto a little bridge and all that stuff like that, and then you get into your hotel room. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about coastal structures. You feel what I'm saying? So why live on coastal structures, and why the hell would human beings want to actually start migrating into coastal structures and migrating into water as far as living scenarios? There's a lot of positives and there's a lot of negatives. You already know I gotta put that disclaimer out there. Here I'm just talking about the idea right now, because today is a what if day. What if episode 3. My first talking point is to expand population. Not as far as, oh, everybody get pregnant and have more babies and things like that, meaning expanding population in that way. What I'm talking about is expanding the current population to actually spread out a bit more. So, for example, we have a lot of individuals who, like myself right now, we all live stacked up with each other, like in apartment buildings and things like that, right? So, these types of scenarios might not be the ideal scenario for individuals like myself. I know it's not the ideal scenario for me, for a lot of other people who think similar than how I think. So when it comes to stuff like that, imagine like tiny homes, right? We already got tiny homes that is constructed. Imagine tiny homes built into coastal structures, like a coastal city. As far as tiny homes, we're going to use Florida for an example, and this is just an example. I'm not here to talk about the scientific aspect of the construction at the moment. Again, just the idea. We already know that we can live on the coast, so we're just here talking about the idea. Florida has a giant coastal line that can expand its population into those areas. Now, they do have a lot of hurricanes and like different types of weather scenarios that might affect that, but that would be something that us as human beings would have to prepare for. Just like we research and come up with scientific scenarios and solutions for everything else, why wouldn't we be able to come up with a scientific scenario and a solution for coastal living structures, correct? Exactly. So that's a big, giant area that can expand population into, with tiny homes, tiny structures for businesses and things like that, small units and all that stuff like that. So this pretty much expands population. You got more space for individuals. Not only that, individuals who experience homelessness. We can, as human beings, designate specific areas for construction of individuals who experience homelessness, low income. I used to work at a low income building where individuals were stacked on top of each other in rooms. They paying for like a room. So imagine having more of these types of situations for individuals who might not actually have a lot of money to rent a whole house out, rent an apartment out, things like that. You feel what I'm saying? It just expands population and expands residents. Now, another thing that I want to say real quick is that we also would need to rethink how we live as far as our recycling and trash, because if things get bad, things will be, if we lived how we live right now while living on these coastal structures, it might damage the planet even more. So that would be a reevaluation of how we actually live in our personal lives day to day, as a whole collective. So the small units could pretty much bring a lot of business into those areas, more business into those areas. It affects the economy, it affects the monetary system and everything like that. This will create jobs for people who need to construct these properties, create jobs for individuals running businesses around these properties, and different things like that. So one example I have is if you research the city Neom, Neom. I believe this is overseas and possibly Saudi Arabia. If that's not correct, you can throw that down into the comment section. I have no problem with that. They have a concept city called Oxagon. And this concept city is a city pretty much built off the coast of the line, Neom, the line city Neom. Again, you might need to do research to understand the line. It's a city that will be constructed, a concept city that will be constructed in the desert pretty much. And the rest of the environment will be pretty much free of human activity. Now, there's pros and cons behind that. We already know smart cities. We got 24/7 security, 24/7 surveillance, and all that stuff like that. We already know the pros and cons, the minority report type of scenario that will come with that. Now, but again, you might just want to do your research on, smart cities and things like that. So that's all I wanted to talk about real quick, was the what if side of coastal structures. What if we had more of this on the planet and actually utilized different environments? The next video I'm preparing will be for air structures. Alright, so it's Von the Serious Star, Serious V, the self-help sensei, coming to you live from the airwaves. I will be back like I never left. Hopefully everybody enjoy the rest of their day.